School in association with Great TV. On this note, I would like to start my today's class. This is my first video that I am going to provide to you. I am going to teach the social studies. As you know very well, I am the social teacher of Daily School. My name is Prasad Bansal. I have been teaching in this school since 2064. You are very much well informed about this. Having said this, let me give you introductory class today about the social studies of class 9. There are 9 units in class 9 that you are going to learn. Under 9 units, first unit is we and our community, our society. Under this, there is one first lesson that I have written here on the board: development of society. Development of society. This is the topic today we are going to discuss on. I am going to share with you my information, my knowledge through this tutorial video. Look at the board. I have written some of the key points that are to be discussed today here in the tutorial video class. Before dealing with the development of society, I would like to elaborate. I would like to introduce you about the society. What is society? You have been learning from the junior classes about the society. You have heard about society. What is society? So how was it originated? Okay, you might have learned in the previous class, society is the group of people living in a particular place, occupying a certain area. Yes, in a very simple and general explanation you learned. Now you are grown up, now you are in class 9. So let's go on learning a bit advanced way, okay, about the society. Before giving you any definitions, any quotations shared by great scholars about the society, first of all, let's learn the literal meaning of the society. Literal meaning. Society. As you know that this word is derived from the Latin word socius. Latin and Greek languages, which are known as classical languages, they are the main source of English language. Many words are taken or derived from these classical languages in English, and this word society is also derived from the Latin word, Latin language, socius. Socius. What is socius? Socius refers to the friendship or relationship between the parties that are friendly, or friendliness, mutual relation. Or you can say socius means a form of friendship. Form of friendship. Friendship. What is friendship? Friendship is the emotional relations between the people or between the persons. Emotional relations. How are emotional relations developed? On what basis emotional relations are developed? Emotional relations are developed when people are cooperating with each other, when people are together, when people show harmony, understanding with each other. I mean to say, cooperation, togetherness, harmony, love and understanding are the key elements that attribute the friendship. And friendship plays integral role, vital role to form a society. That means only the gathering of people in a certain place is not called a society. To be a society, there must be some fundamental elements that bind the people, that make the people together. That is what we call friendship, and friendship is associated with certain elements, certain qualities. They are cooperation, togetherness, harmony, love, understanding, etc. On this note, if we elaborate the definition of society, we can elaborate in different ways. I have written some of the exemplary definitions that can clarify you, that can explain you, describe you the meaning of society. As I said, it is taken from the Latin word socius, which means friendship or relationship between the parties that are friendliness, mutual relation. Or society can also be defined in a literal sense. That means a society in a literal sense is the organized group of people connected through friendliness, mutual interaction or collaboration. Another definition: society is an organized group of people living together in a certain defined geographical territory, sharing the bond of common culture, goals and common political ideas. My dear students, in all these different definitions, what are common things? The common things are individuals or people and emotional relations among the people in the society. Friendship or friendliness, cooperation, togetherness among the people in the society. These elements, these factors actually make the society. You are very much acquainted with the history, that how the society was evolved. You learned in the junior level evolution of the society. You know that in the beginning, when there was no development of society, people used to live in the forests. They had to go different hardships, difficulties even to survive their life, even for hand to mouth. Undergoing with such different struggles, hardships, the human beings realized, the importance of togetherness, importance of, living together in a certain territory. With such a realization, that realization people achieved through experience, gave the birth of society, where there are a group of people, different social groupings at different levels, living together with mutual help, harmony, understanding and cooperation. Let's see the society from the angles of different scholars. What do these scholars say about the society? I have written here some of the exemplary or representative quotations or sayings given by different scholars. For example, society is union itself, organization itself. Organization in the sense that there is the collection of individuals. Organization, the sum of formal relations in which associating individuals, means connected individuals, associated individuals, related individuals are bound together, means such connected, associated, or let's say the people with common interests, common goals, when they live together for various purposes, let's say for individual purposes, for social purposes, for various purposes, when they live together, then a society takes a form of society is taken. This definition is given by Giddings. Similarly, there is another definition. Society is the web of social relationship. Web, network. When something becomes network, and that network, network works to all in the society. That network connects the people. That network, associates with the people and fulfills their needs and necessities together, being in the society. When different elements are put together, then a network is formed. Similarly, when different people, sharing their emotions, sharing their joys and sorrows, helping each other, cooperating each other, live there, realizing their, sense of responsibility, rights, then this becomes a strong network. And when there is a strong network, society is beautiful, worth living, all the needs and necessities of the society are fulfilled, and such happy people living in the society can contribute for the society's progress, development. Okay, from all these different definitions, different sayings about the society, what conclusion can be drawn is that individuals, human beings or people are the central factors, central elements of society. It means if there are no individuals, there are no society, or there is no society, or if there is no society, there will be no individuals. I mean to say, society and individuals are interrelated, interconnected. This question can be asked to you in the examination as a 4-mark question, short answer question to you, and you will have to explain or elaborate the interrelationship, interconnection, interdependency or interrelationship between the individuals and the society. We can explain the interrelation between them. For example, people say, or we can say, individuals and society are like two sides of the same coin, or two wheels of the same car, or like nails and clays. In the absence of any one of them, they both have no existence. For example, you know that a collection of individuals living in a certain place is defined as a society. When people start living in a particular place, then only their needs and necessities are fulfilled. The society starts, looking after them, paying attention to their day-to-day needs. They can live with, health, harmony. Their rights are protected. Okay, I mean to say, a society opens the door to personality development of the individuals over there by providing all the rights and opportunities. As a result, people or individuals living in the society feel secure, happy, and such secure and happy people can accomplish the goals set in their life. On one hand, on the other hand, due to the existence of human beings in a certain territory, a society is formed. So, from this angle, what we can say, to promote, to develop the society, individuals also have the equal role or very important role. You know that only human efforts or efforts of human beings can, uplift the society. If we see the stages of the transformation of the society from the past to the present, society has transformed from the very primitive stages to the modern stages. Modern stages, which is associated with logic, science, to bring the society into this condition, many individuals, many human beings have given great contributions. Yeah? In the contribution of individuals, societies are transformed from the primitive stage to the modern stage. I mean to say, in the social transformation, in the development of society, in the prosperity of the society, individuals or human beings are also equally important. Yeah, they both are inseparable, or that cannot be separated. If separated, both of them have no existence in this world. Okay, after this all explanation and elaborations, we can conclude some of the important characteristics and features of the society. For example, dynamic. Society is dynamic. What does this mean? This means it keeps on changing. Society is not static, it keeps on changing. Looking at the history of the society, we can say, yeah, people from the very primitive stage, hunting age, stone age, they have transformed themselves to the modern stage. In this period, many aspirations, desires of the people have changed. Society does not stay constantly. Society keeps on changing. People change, emotions are changed, people's desires are changed. So it is one of the important qualities, one of the important features of the society. Society is dynamic, it keeps on changing along with the change in the aspirations, desires of the people. Similarly, cultured social relationship. Society is the cultured social relationship. People live occupying certain territories, in course of time they develop their traditions, norms, values, cultures, and such cultures, norms, values guide them, guide their lives. Because of such cultured social relationships, inequalities, discriminations, evils are removed from the society, and society becomes worth living with the civilized people, cultured people there. Another, protection of rights. Rights of the people can only be protected in the society, because in the society people help each other. In the society there are rules, regulations. Such rules, regulations, values, guide the people, and because of this, there will not be, any question of violation of rights, infringing of rights, breaching of rights, or breaching of laws by the people. That is why rights are protected only in the society. It means to live life with all the rights well fulfilled, it is possible only in the society. Common need and individual need, both are fulfilled in the society. Social development is the main aim, yes, in the society. Society is given more priority than the individual. When society is developed, the benefit of the society, development of the society goes into the pocket of everyone. That is why people develop the feeling of social development, collective development. Another, feeling of ownership, mutual relationship. Yeah, people take the feeling of ownership over there. Whatever happens in the society, protection of public properties, protection of rights. All people are connected with each other. They feel honored in the society. They take the ownership of everything in the society. Okay. All right. After the discussion of all the points, key points over here, I'm going to end this class. And before ending the class, I would like to remind you one thing. During my explanation and description, I must have told you some of the important questions to be taken into consideration that could be asked in the examination. Before leaving this, I would like to give you homework to you, especially 2 important questions. Number 1, as I said earlier, that individuals and society are interconnected, interrelated. Explain 1. Another important features of the society. They both are the important, informations, important questions to you. Having said this, I would like to end this video tutorial. Before that, I would like to say, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe this video on Create TV. Thank you very much.